Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see by the title, today I'm going to be reviewing the spring collection from Rare Beauty. So I do have the stick bronzers as well as the setting powder and all the liquid blushes. So I really hope that y'all enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to film this video at all. Today I got a PR box from Rare Beauty, and it was so nice because they sent me the whole spring collection. They gave me this hoodie as well as like this really pretty gym bag. If you guys want to see like more of my PR unboxings, definitely follow me on Instagram. That's where I like to post them. They did send me all the blushes, 2 shades of the bronzers, and then 1 powder. So I figured we could try it out on our face today. As you guys can see, I already did my eye makeup because there's no eye makeup. So to stick to the theme, I'm gonna apply my Rare Beauty foundation. This is in the shade 280N. I'm gonna blend it out and I will be right back and we can get right into it. Alrighty guys, so foundation is on, and by the way, this is my favorite foundation. So if you guys didn't know. So I do have all the product in this beautiful bag. So like I said, we are going to start out with the bronzers, and I also did get the brushes from them. So that's pretty exciting. So first I'm going to give you guys some information over the products, and then we can apply it on the face. Look at this pamphlet. I love Selena Gomez. I'm currently watching Only Murders in the Building, and so I'm just getting like my Selena fix right now. Alright, so these bronzers are called the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Sticks. They're $23 and they do have 5 different shades. So it's a bronzing stick that creates an instant sun-kissed glow and blends seamlessly for a second skin finish. Just swipe on, blend, and go. This is what they look like. And by the way, they do have 7 grams each. So they did send me the shade Happy Soul as well as Always Sunny. I will show you guys some swatches. So this lighter shade is Happy Soul and this is Always Sunny. Obviously this is more going to be a contour for me, and this is going to be a bronzer shade for me. For the sake of this video, I think I'm going to apply 1 shade on one side of my face and 1 on the other so you can really see it in action in case you only want to purchase 1. And by the way, they do look like little chubby sticks and they do twist up. So watch Selena's video on YouTube, and she did say that you can either blend this out with their foundation brush or with the blush brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do it with the blush brush. So the Soft Pinch blush brush is gonna be $22, and it is a soft blush brush that blends pigmented rich formulas with ease, ideal for applying liquids and creams for a diffused finish. By the way, I do have the concealer brush as well as the foundation brush, and I love them both. I know a lot of us like to grab some and then apply it to the face, but the way that Selena puts it on is just on the face. I'm just gonna do exactly like what she does. Oh my god, that's so like smooth and buttery already. And I guess I'll do it like right here. I don't usually put on this much, but just for the sake of the video. First impressions, glide it on super easily. And I guess I'll just start stamping it. And so far it definitely is blending out super seamlessly, and it looks very natural. And then right on the forehead. So wow, definitely blended so easy. It's giving me very natural, which is nice. I do prefer something a little bit more in your face, but this is obviously not what that is. So for the claims that it is a glowy, oh my god, I got it like in my sideburns, sorry. For a glowy second skin bronzer, it is definitely exactly what it says. So now I'm gonna build it up just like this, just to see if we can get a little bit more of a dramatic bronze. I'm not the biggest fan of this brush. It's actually a little bit denser than I imagined. I don't hate this brush, but I don't like it as much as I like her other brushes. Hey guys, editing me here. Yes, my Christmas tree is still up. I just wanted to tell you guys that this side of my face that I'm blending out with that Rare Beauty blush, it's gonna look really patchy. I didn't realize how patchy it would look until now that I'm editing the video. That amount of patchiness is definitely from that brush. So I personally don't really recommend that brush because it really was picking up the bronzer and my foundation under it. I also did want to say I did try out the bronzer again, and I personally just love a bronzer that has more pigment. I do like a more dramatic bronzer, so I do have to build it up a lot, and so when I start building it up so much, it kind of starts looking just a little bit patchy as well, even when I use my own brush. So I really think that this bronzer is going to be for someone that likes a very natural second skin bronzer, exactly how it is described, or if you just like to apply your bronzer on your bare skin. But to be building it up a bunch on foundation, I don't think this is the best product for it. Now I'm actually going to apply the other one, but I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with just whatever brush I like to use to see if it makes a difference. But the way this applies, I mean, really, really nice. I'm obviously going a lot more heavy-handed now because now I know that it blends away pretty easily. I'm just going to use a AOA Studio F22 and blend it out. This is blending out so easily. This is definitely a very like beginner-friendly product. I feel like most of our makeup blindness though. I definitely like it blended out with just whatever brush I prefer. Even though I do like the shape of this brush, it's just a little bit too dense in my opinion. And so it was actually taking a little bit longer to get like an even blend, whereas this looks like extra diffused and even prettier. So for me, as of right now, the brush is definitely not like a must-have, but I am really liking the bronzers. I personally don't love the Rare Beauty concealer, and I want to give the powder like a shot, so I'm going to use my go-to right now. It is the True Skin High Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Olive. And even though I have tried the Rare Beauty blush, I haven't tried the Dewy formula, so I'm very excited to see what that's like, and of course try out the new shades. Alrighty, so like I mentioned, I do have all 3 new shades from the line. I obviously only have 2 cheeks, so I'm going to show you guys swatches of all of them, but I'm only going to apply 2 of them. Let me look in my pamphlet. I feel like I'm in school. Whenever someone gives me a pamphlet, it kind of takes me back to college. Okay, so this is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. It's $20, and these are the 3 new shades. It is a weightless and long-lasting liquid blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy flush. Like I mentioned, this is available in matte and dewy, but all of these new shades are dewy. So we have a nude mauve, a soft neutral pink, and a true mauve. So this right here is Encourage, this is Hope, and this is Believe. So Believe is that purpley tone, Hope is like a very soft pink, and Encourage is a pinky mauve. I am going to use my own brush just for the sake of it. So I'm going to do Encourage on this side of my face, and you only really need like 1 or 2 dots. Oh wow. I forget, but I don't, of how pigmented these blushes are. Oh my god, this is so pretty. See, even though this looks a little bit darker, it definitely looks a little bit lighter on the skin. Very pretty, blended so easily, and it's giving me a really nice glow. Again, this is the shade Encourage. So I think if you are deeper than me, probably try this one. So this is the shade Believe. All right, and this is the mauvey purpley shade. Oh, see, I feel like this might be better for my skin tone actually. I will say the matte blush, those actually come off pretty dark, but I feel like these dewy ones almost blend a little bit easier, but also diffuse more. So I would maybe go in darker with the dewy shades and lighter with the matte shades. As pretty as this is, I just prefer more blush. So this diffused beautifully and it looks really pretty, but I do prefer just more blush. But these are the 2 shades. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna use Hope on my nose, even though we probably won't really see much of a difference, but why not? Oh my god, this shade's so pretty. This is like a pinky. I love it. I personally don't love like dewy blushes, but there's just something about this formula. It's just so good, and if it's anything like the matte formula, it's gonna be very long lasting. So far, so good with everything. All we have left to try is a powder, and I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I'm a little bit apprehensive about the powder, and I will show you guys why in a second. So first, let me tell you guys a little bit of information about it. So it is called the Always an Optimist Soft Radiance Setting Powder. It is $22 and there is 5 different shades. It is described as a silky do-it-all setting powder to smooth, blur, and control the shine for a soft natural finish and all-day comfort, and it is 100% talc-free. I also have the brush that it came with, and we are going to be using that to set. So it is called the Always an Optimist Powder Brush. It is $28 and it is described as a precise dome-shaped powder brush with a soft tapered tip that's fluffy enough for an all-over blending yet firm enough for precise application. The packaging is really pretty. This has 10 grams, by the way. It has a really nice sifter in here to keep the powder closed whenever you are, you know, not using it, which I love. They did send me the shade Light Medium, which when I hear light medium, that's exactly what I would pick. But I will say, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this looks pretty dark. I know my lights are bright, but I feel like you can definitely see what I'm talking about. This brush, so much better. This reminds me a lot of a brush that I used to love. It was the Sigma Spotlight Duster, and it was exactly like this, like a very flimsy yet tapered brush, which is like perfect. I'm gonna grab some, take off the excess. Oh my god, this brush feels like a freaking cloud. Oh my gosh, this is a nice brush. Okay, so that is one under eye, and I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it definitely did make my concealer just a little bit darker. You know, I just think that for light medium, I just think that this is a little bit dark. Looking at the shades, I would definitely get fair. I really wish they would have came out with a translucent version, because that's always just like my safe bet. All right, so these are the under eye set, and I don't know, it definitely brought some darkness to my face. So I really do think it's the shade, but I'm gonna go ahead and just set the rest of my face and then take a really good look at my skin. Selena Gomez did say that there is no flashback with this, so that's something that you don't have to worry about, which is awesome. It doesn't feel heavy or drying whatsoever, so I do really like that. You know, it really set my face, but it didn't like mattify it, and it also didn't really like dry it up, and it kept some luminosity in my face. So it definitely diminished the look of my pores. I don't know though, I do think that that shade in particular is definitely too dark for my under eyes. So with this powder, from now on, I would definitely use it to set my face, because I do have normal to dry skin. So for me, that kind of powder was super nice and light and not heavy. And so that to me feels really nice. It didn't necessarily like smooth my skin that much, but it did leave luminosity. So if you do like something that isn't matte and it's maybe more of a satin finish and it's a lot lighter on the skin, I do really like it. I don't know if this would work well for oily skin, but I do think normal to dry would really like it. I have noticed though that the blush has definitely faded away, so I am going to go ahead and just apply a little bit more. Once you do set a blush with a powder, I feel like it gets really toned down, and that's more what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and bake my smile lines off camera and just finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back and give you guys more of my final thoughts. I'm so glad that I baked, because I just like saw something that I wouldn't have known. So as most of you guys know, I do bake my smile lines every time I do my makeup, and I take a lot of powder and I create 2 powder lines, and I let it sit there for about 10 minutes and then I dust it off. I noticed that I applied this powder, and within like 2 minutes it actually melted into my skin. I didn't actually have to like wipe it off. It almost just like disappeared into my skin. I really think that this powder is going to be for those people that need to set their makeup but don't need to mattify, because this is more like a satin. But I will say this shade is just way too dark for me. It is going to work beautifully for my face, but for under the eyes, if you're my skin tone or any darker, just get the light, get the fair. I believe it's called fair. I do think if you have dry skin, I think that this would be a really, really nice powder for you. That's not going to give you flashback. It's not going to give you a flat matte look, and it's going to set your makeup really nice and lightly. I have to say, from the brand new 2 brushes, the must-have for me is definitely this one. Again, this is the, oh, there's no names on it, but it's just the powder brush. I did enjoy the blushes. The only thing I will say is that after the second layer, that's when I got the most pigmentation. I did not have to apply any highlighter because I'm already like nice and dewy, so I really do like that. Believe was just a little bit better for me, for my skin tone. Even though this does look really pretty, I do prefer something just a little bit darker. Then as of the bronzers, I think that this would be perfect for those of you who want a quick, natural bronzing routine. If you're on the go, this is going to be perfect. If you're a beginner, this is perfect. If you don't like heavy makeup, this is perfect. If you're more of a natural kind of person, this is perfect. I really feel like the powder and the bronzers are definitely more of a natural kind of product, and then the blushes, they do look natural, but because they're so pigmented, a little bit does go a long way, and there's more of a learning curve to it. Believe it or not, my favorite product from this new line is this brush. This is definitely going to be right here with all my brushes because this felt amazing on the skin. So that is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know down below if you have picked up any of these products or if you are going to, and if you like them or not, if you have tried them or not. I love giving you guys my opinion, but I definitely think that you guys giving your opinion in the comments is also really helpful. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.